For the past 7 days, I have been using a stopwatch in order to stop the bad habit of wasting time. Every second counts, every minute counts, every hour counts. But the funny thing is this: if we are given the option to waste just like 5 minutes doing this task or doing this, it's not much of a big deal. So let's go into it. Usually when I'm getting ready for the gym, I'm going to look at a TikTok, a YouTube video or something while I'm getting ready. So what I'm gonna do is start a timer, and then I'm gonna see how long I should take. My goal is for around 5 to 10 minutes to get ready and then get going. So as you can see, I first started using my phone, and of course it's built into the app, and I thought it was pretty smart. But it was not the best, of course, as I had to unlock my phone, go into the app, and then see how much time I was being left with. Just that little hassle of time made it really inconvenient for me, and so I threw it out of the way. Okay, so to get rid of the problem of wasting so much time and getting out of the habit of being on your phone, spacing out too much, or whatever it is, so I have this. And I'm basically gonna go back and forth and look at it if I'm working a little too much, if I need a break afterwards, and on and on and on. Most of the work that I do is going to be on the laptop, and I'm like, okay, why even have to look into your phone? I had to switch the tabs from doing work, doing this, doing that, onto the app or tab of where the stopwatch was at. It was just like too much for me. This is for me to do long term, and what I started to realize that whenever I was doing work, I was not checking back and forth into the time. I would just let it slip by, and well, if I am not looking at the time, I of course am not gonna be as aware as the next option is going to let me be more aware of. But right around this time, I was very curious. How much time is actually spent on the average lifespan? We have 24 hours. 8 hours of those are going to be taken away by sleep, minus 8 hours of work, and now we're just down to 8 hours left remaining of the day. People take about 1 hour to eat, now we're down to 7. The average commuting time from work to home and home to work is around 0.83 hours. But then, something that you might not expect is that we have to look into the bathroom breaks, and that is 1.7 hours less. Then you have to take into the account of the average social media usage per day, and that is 2.37. And so what we're really left with is 2.1 hours to work with, and well, yikes. But hey, let's go back onto the most impactful thing that I definitely decided to do during this experiment. A problem I found was that putting a stopwatch on your phone or on your laptop, it's pretty exhausting to have to go back and forth, especially if you're too concentrated. What I did to go around this was to buy a very cheap watch. That way, it's right there and I can see it whenever I need to. And so what I have to tell you is that the usage of a stopwatch is actually very, very useful. Let's say you're in a work period and you work for 2 hours or something, so you start the time, it's gonna go on. Then you change onto a task, and then you're done with that, you see how long that took, and then boom, another task, and on and on and on. And at the end of the day, you're made more aware of where you're actually spending time in. And so when doing the math and everything, I basically figured out that we in total are wasting around 5 hours a day. 2 from the social media, 2 from the left remaining, and of course 1 because we should definitely not be spending a little less than 2 hours a day on the bathroom. That's probably social media. Let's say that for 2 hours a day, you do have breaks, you do this, you enjoy your time here and there. That still means that you're still left with around 3 hours for you to actually do something in your life that will definitely change your life for the better. If you multiply throughout the year, that's going to be 1,092 minutes. And during all this time, I truly believe that you can dedicate 1 hour a day to doing something like exercise, trying to build your business, basically spending the time where it really matters. Oftentimes, we get a little bit too distracted on where we are actually putting our time. And well, honestly, that can keep you at a loss from doing very impactful things in your life. Time really is important, and a lot of the times we just take it for granted. Is this something that you should personally do? I think that you should. Here's why. And it's amazing. It's actually amazing. I didn't think it was gonna be this good, but this thing is amazing. It has made me aware of 5 minutes, 15 minutes, may not seem much, but they can have a lot of impact in what you can do during that time. I personally will definitely add this to my personal productivity belt. Yes, I understand some people have more time, some people have less time to work with, but I truly believe that most people who live in the US definitely have at least 1 hour to spare in any given day in order to make something meaningful, to make their futures better for themselves. But hey, if you're still interested in doing any productivity type of experiment, I recommend you take a look at this video where I tried to get rid of brain fogginess using this one method.